I decided to make my first real estate investment in Paraguay. It's something that I wanted for years, but finally the time has come. Who's been here knows very well that the city is completely packed with buildings under construction, be them towers or skyscrapers or fast neighborhoods, but this is nothing of what has really caught my attention. After studying and researching the market for years and receiving plenty of messages by all sorts of real estate agents and brokers trying to sell me whatever kind of stuff, I strongly not rely on projects that are accompanied by a very strong, aggressive marketing, and I prefer to do things that I have complete control over. For this reason, instead of buying an apartment en Pozo, which is very common here, so to buy off plan, I instead decided to go for a flip. And in this particular case, I decided to go to build a house and flipping it as soon as it's built. But this, of course, comes with a unique set of challenges because you need people you can rely on, you need a solid builder, you need people who know the real opportunities in the real estate market in Asuncion, and after some research, thanks to my network, I was able to find exactly what I think is the right person. I grew interested in the projects of this person called Diego, and therefore I decided to go and visit. So, what you're gonna see is a vlog of the day that I have spent with Diego, and I've also told our clients in our private group that if they wanted, they could come with me. We had plenty of people coming in the afternoon and about 8-9 people coming in the morning. What you're gonna see is the morning tour, but literally we had to repeat it twice because there were so many confirmations that we just wouldn't fit into the same house. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Good morning, amazing people. Today we go on a tour.
Elias waiting for me. Great way to start the day.
Hey, some beautiful people that are coming as well. Morning. After meeting with the clients, we went all together to the first property. In this tour, we're gonna see 3 properties, 2 that have just been built, 1 is already being sold, and another one that's under construction. Right now, that is the one that I have invested into. The area where we're going is Villa Policial, Campo Grande, and Luque, Cuarto Barrio. For those who are unfamiliar with this area, Asunción is divided between Grande Asunción, which is comprised of all the little towns around the capital, and the capital itself, Asunción, which is actually relatively small compared to its metropolitan area. So, in this moment, I think the best option for investing in real estate in Asunción is to go and look at opportunities that are in Grande Asunción, so in the towns around the capital, but very close to the Eje Corporativo, which is the Shopping del Sol / Paseo La Galleria kind of area, because people tend to work here. Here is where the majority of economic opportunities arise, but the prices in this area are just insane, and I think what's going on here in this neighborhood is a plain real estate bubble. But just 10 minutes away, you can find houses that are 60, 65 or even 70% cheaper. And that's why this specific area of Luque, being a city that's been growing super fast for many years now, has really caught my attention. That's exactly where Diego is investing, and that's exactly what we're gonna see right now. Got 2 bedrooms right here. We share this bathroom, and then the master's bedroom there's its own bathroom. Pretty nice. One thing that stands out to me is that the quality of construction is really good. Like, one can tell by all the little things like doors, the materials that have been used, it's all pretty nice. So this is the typical construction that's going on with this type of projects that Diego and his company are carrying on. They take a normal-sized plot of land, which is 12 in front by 30 in depth. They split it into 2 plots of 6 by 30, and with that, they build this kind of things. So here we have big kitchen and living area. Then we have the social bathroom right here, and the garden where, of course, you cannot miss a nice barbecue area. And then upstairs is all the part with the bedrooms and bathrooms. So let's go and check it out. This tour was made possible by Diego and Mauro. And here is who they are.
So, they are the main characters of the story. Diego has been a builder and investor in real estate. He's from Paraguay for many years now. And Mauro, who's from Spain, is the person that connected all the dots and the person through which we met. Mauro's been investing with Diego for 3 years now, and so far, so good. So when Mauro showed up to the office and introduced me to Diego, I grew interested in what they were doing, and that's why today we're here to discover exactly what type of projects they're carrying on and all the financial mathematics behind their projects.
After checking the house initially, I've asked them if they could just provide a little bit of context about the numbers. So how much did they invest into the property, how long did it take to build, how soon they expect to sell, and here is the answer.
Cuanto más cerca del eje corporativo, la terminación debe ser un poco más buena, ¿verdad? Por la cercanía a las principales zonas. Eso se traslada más o menos en un arranque de 3.500.000, 3.300.000 el metro cuadrado de construcción. Eso lo uní con lo que cuesta el terreno. Aprox tenés entre 4.500.000, 5.500.000, 5 millones y medio de metro cuadrado construyen una terminación estándar bien, apuntando a un público clase media bien. También eso va relacionado a las tasas de crédito que hay en el mercado paraguayo, como para que esas personas que ganan entre un promedio de 3 salarios mínimos, 4 salarios mínimos, puedan acceder a un crédito que el tope sea el valor de la casa que acabas de construir, ¿verdad? Entonces, el promedio de venta rápida de una propiedad como esta está entre los 100 110 mil dólares. Basado en el costo, se prevé, o sea, se trata de lograr una rentabilidad mínima del 20%, bastante conservadora, teniendo en cuenta la competencia que hay en la zona, ¿verdad? Y para que sea de una forma bastante dinámica la venta. Entonces, logrando eso, ese margen de rentabilidad bastante conservador, en un corto periodo, el negocio se hace mucho más rápido.
Aquí exactamente cuánto fueron los montos de compra y de construcción.
Sí, este terreno que es 12 de frente por 30 de largo, lo compramos por aproximadamente 40.000 dólares. En ese momento 280 millones de guaraníes. Y también era el mejor precio de la zona, básicamente porque la señora que nos vendió tenía otros terrenos por aquí y le convenía que nosotros construyéramos, ¿no? Para que su terreno también se aprecie de valor, ¿no? Entonces por ahí conseguimos un buen precio. En esta calle de aquí detrás, ahora están pidiendo por los terrenos así de la misma dimensión, 12 por 30, están pidiendo 350, 360 millones, que son unos 10.000 dólares más del que compramos mismo.
En menos de un año.
En menos de un año. Y también os tengo que decir que, claro, una vez tú compres el terreno, tú puedes ver el título de propiedad por cuánto lo compró la misma persona, el mismo terreno. Y en este caso, la señora que nos vendió este terreno había comprado este mismo terreno por la mitad, por 140 millones, solamente hace 2 años. Y realmente os aseguro que este era el mejor terreno, el mejor precio de las zona. Sí, sí.
¿Y la construcción salió cuánto?
Y está entre los 3.500, 3.800 más o menos. 3.800.000 guaraníes más o menos.
Por metro cuadrado.
En esta terminación. O sea, y después va subiendo a medida que va dándole más target al producto, va aumentando el precio, ¿verdad? Pero yo tengo construido varias unidades y siempre trato de ser algo bastante conservador para poder aplicar a gente que realmente pueda pagar lo que vale primeramente y para que el negocio sea mucho más rápido.
Aquí me comentaste son 160 metros construidos.
68 metros cuadrados.
168.
Yo creo que por metro cuadrado que salen mucho menos de 1.000.
Sí.
Con terreno incluido.
Pero sí, más o menos ese es el número que decís.
¿A cuánto esperan vender rápido o cuánto se esperan que se podría vender más lento?
Haciendo un comparativo, una CM en la zona más o menos están rondando los 120.000, 130.000 dólares cada unidad.
After finishing the tour of the first property, we then moved on to the second property, which, as of now, is the kind of gold standard for the type of properties they are trying to build because of the return on investment and the speed at which they are able to sell. So what we saw before is not the typical kind of project that they would build. It's more high-end, it's over $100,000 retail price, but what we're gonna see now, it's really their bread and butter, what they have the most success with, which is a smaller type of property selling for less than $90,000. And this project, just like behind me, it's 4 homes that they were able to build and sell in the span of 4.5 months, start to finish, from the moment they started construction till the moment they had the money in the bank. So this plot of land was 24 by 30 and it cost $100,000. So they split it into 4 homes, each one having a land value of 25K. They built for 35K and that brings us to 60K. The lowest selling price was for this one at $70.3K. This one sold for $75,000 and this one The buyer requested an improvement that cost $3,000 to make, but the selling price was $82,000. So the whole project from start to finish was 4.5 months, and the yield on the 3 properties that got sold was 21%. One didn't get sold because Mauro is actually keeping it for himself. And finally, we checked the place where I am investing. As you can see, it's a project that's really a copy-paste kind of model compared to the previous one, so I'm very confident that just like the one they had done before, the return is gonna be very fast and very good. And finally, here we are at this plot of land, which is 30 by 30, and it's gonna be the same as the one we just seen before. So what's gonna happen is that they had split this into 5 homes, and each one is gonna be a 1-floor house, 95 square meters with its 2 garages in front and the backyard, just like we've seen before. But here the difference is that one of the units will be mine. To be honest, I was very happy about what I saw. I actually decided to commit on the investment on my property even before knowing the area, and just because I really trusted my gut and the people I was working with. And in my opinion, this is a sector where everyone should look into, especially if you've been in Paraguay for some time now, you think like you know the country, and you're bullish as I am about the future of this great place. So in my opinion, considering there is not a proper stock market right now, the only real way you can invest on the rise of Paraguay is specifically through real estate. So this is what I'm doing. Even if throughout all my life I've always been a stocks guy and never a houses guy. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to get the insane rate of returns that these guys have had, because we're talking about something that's literally out of any sort of benchmarks. Considering 17-18% in 6 months will be an annualized return of even more than double that, because you have to compound what you've done in the first investment. So we're talking about something like 35-36%. This, in my opinion, is just out of any benchmarks, and I don't think we're gonna get there. But even if I get half of that, to be fair, I'm gonna be super happy. We're still making twice the S&P 500 on an historical basis, and so I'm happy and definitely committed to try my luck with real estate investments in Paraguay. Of course, as the project goes on, I will update you. This is just the first blog we have about real estate, but many more are about to come, and you can expect this channel now to accompany both the residency, LLC, and fiscal side of things, which is still gonna be our main type of content, with a video once in a while, maybe every couple months or whenever I have a very important day to give you guys about real estate investing. As always, from Asuncion, this is all for today. See you in Paraguay.